Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So, here we are in a grand battle on Nebelberg. I think that's how you pronounce it. But anyways, the purpose I was making this video wasn't that I get, 29 kills in this match and do, 15,000 damage like I did. No, I didn't. Wish I did. It'd be kind of nice. But anyways, the kind of point I was trying to make with these grand battles is, are they kind of a waste? In my eye, if I go to McDonald's and hand somebody $6 and they just stand there and look at me and don't give me anything back, well, that's a waste. Now, if I go into that same McDonald's, watch a C100, I'm like, God bless America, the retardation starts already. It's like, dude, are you not realizing you're pushing two tanks, you flippin' idiot? But anyway, so if you go in the same McDonald's, you hand them $5 and they hand you extra value meal number 3, whatever that is. God, must be hungry. I'm talking about food. Well, then you got something for your money. Well, these grand battles in my mind, after playing them a couple times, because I've got like 2 or 3 of them in the last couple days, I did not realize, and you'll probably see me type down in the chat here later on in the match, I think after I was knocked out, I said, does this count towards your mark of excellence? I needed one match. I was at like not even 0.5%. I mean, literally half of a freaking percent is all I needed to get a gun mark on this. I have no clue if that shot hit, but I wasn't going to sit here and put a magazine up there and waste them. You only get 20, 30, 60, you get 40 shells, but you can whittle through them pretty quick. And you'll see, I get down to all I had left was heat shells. I try shooting mainly, my APCR in this because I absolutely hate heat rounds. They just tend to hit. You'll aim anywhere on a frickin' IS-7 or any Russian tank, and it always seems like you hit the damn spaced armor and it does nothing. Whereas your APCR, for one, are faster. 2, spaced armor doesn't really affect them. Whereas heat and HE, spaced armor does affect them. But so anyways, I'm, playing this match thinking, oh, I'm going to get that mark on my gun, and yay, and cool, and sweet, and awesome. And I should have stayed there a split second more instead of shooting the damn dirt and killing all those poor little ants. But I was trying to get my hull out of there so I didn't get shot, because he's got, that was the 5-speed, so he's got 6 shots, and he's shooting gold, like everybody else does in these damn grand battles, like everybody else does in frickin' World of Tanks. But, so anyways, I'm doing this match thinking, oh, after especially I got up into the, like, almost 5,000 damage, I'm thinking, I easily, no questions asked, have got, I'm gonna get that mark. And, I was just rocking this IS-7, and I think this last one misses. Nah, of course, the last one to kill him would freaking bounce. But anyways, so I'm getting up close to 5,000 damage or 4,000 damage. I'm like, oh, I definitely got the mark on this. Well, then I got thinking, I'm like, I wonder if you do get the mark. If you get a mark, or this works towards your mark. I never really did think about that. So I asked one of the guys, I came around and said, does this work, or the team that I'm on, I just asked him, I said, does this work towards your mark of excellence? And they said, no. I'm like, you're shitting me. That's all I'm thinking is you gotta be flipping kidding me. So I feel like I wasted 15 minutes of my life doing this grand battle, because basically all the damage I did, and everything really counted for nothing. It didn't work towards my mark of excellence. It doesn't work towards your WNA. It doesn't work really towards anything. And I'm thinking, why play it really? I feel like I went to McDonald's, gave them $5, and they gave me nothing. I want my damn hamburger. I mean, it's fun. There's a lot of tanks to shoot at. I don't know how it works now that I find out that basically, oh, here I shoot a frickin' Super Conqueror in the side and bounce. I'm like, you gotta be flipping kidding me. And then I think, yeah, I pen the other ones, but right in the side, right square in the side, it bounces. I'm like, what the hell? But You know, after finding out that this doesn't work towards like your gun mark, I'm wondering, well, what else doesn't it count towards? Like, if you get 10 kills, do you still get or 6 kills? Do you 6 kills, right? Yeah, 6 kills. Do you still get a top gun, or do you have to get 12 kills to get a top gun? Here, I shot him on his upper plate there, up facing down him. I'm thinking, oh, I got him, but no such luck. But he was nice enough to turn his turret for me to shoot him in the side of the turret. But and you'll notice every once in a while I click my 3 button to let these guys know how many. Yeah, see, to let them know I've got 2 shells in my gun. So they didn't think I was coming up here with a full magazine. I'm going to clip this guy out. That way I'm hoping people are kind of watching it and think, oh, he's only got 2 shells left. He's not going to be able to clip this guy out. More than likely, 2 shots. I might, well, with my luck, he'll still have at least 50 hit points left. But I come over here, and the only reason I even came over was because, yeah, see, if I'd had a 3rd shell, I'd have been able to finish him. He must have hit my track there to miss that shot. But, yeah, so he's now down to a 1 shot. And somebody did finish him off, thank goodness. We needed him gone because we're getting spotted. And these guys that are up on this castle or whatever are shooting down on us because we're getting spotted. But, yeah, so I don't know if, do you get the awards like you would if this was a random battle? Do you get, or do you have to do double everything? Like, instead of getting 6 kills, I almost flipped my tank over. I wasn't paying attention to where I was going over. And then he shoots me in the damn, I think I have you right in the turret too. Yep, right, you can see the round right there. And I did that to myself because I wasn't paying attention to where I thought it was coming down on the grass. I went boonk right there in that rock. So basically my tank was upside, well, not upside down, but he had a beautiful flat shot right into that, just like that. Shit. But, yeah, so do you have to do 12, you know, get 12 kills to get a Top Gun now, or do you still get 6 to get a Top Gun in Grand Battles? Are the same awards still available in Grand Battles, or do you have to do basically twice as much that you would do in a random battle to... Here, I should have really just calmed down and aimed my shots, but I was trying to get them off really quick, and we ended up decimating that guy. But so we're clear here, and I think I get hit by Artie here in a second. I'm trying to get over to this rock so I don't get hit by Artie. I think he actually hits me, but maybe he doesn't. I can't remember. This was, you know, half an hour ago. I already forgot what happened. But that 705A had a good spot up there. The one thing I noticed about these Grand Battles is, what do you get in the Grand Battles? Well, you get 30 tanks on each side. What's that mean? Well, you also get twice the size of a map. It's a flipping huge map. So what do you get then? You get twice as many campers. I should have, yeah, I was going to say, I pulled the trigger. Watch this around here. I aimed down, and look how high that damn thing. I aimed right here, thinking, well, you know, I just shot aiming right where he was, and the round went up here. So I aimed down here, and that round went way the hell up there. I was like, holy crap. So I'm like, well, I'm not going to waste any more blind shots on that guy. I mean, I'm getting down. I got, you know, I got 2 rounds in the magazine. I got 3 standard rounds left, and I've got 16 heat shells. So I'm running out of shells. You know, I need to start making these bad boys count. That's not a good feeling when you start getting really, really, really low. When you're down to, you know, a matter of fact, I think my next magazine, I load a magazine of heat, just for the simple fact that I was only going to get 3 rounds. I can't remember. Now, do I? Geez, I'm crow. I can't remember what I do here. I can't remember if I shoot this magazine off and then reload. Oh, no. There's 2 shells there. So there's 1 shell. This is actually... God, I have a brain fart here. Right now I've got 2. You'll see this 1 shell will be down to 2 in a second if I take a shot. So this is also including the shells that are in the chamber. See there, 2. And then it'll be 1 because I missed this one. And now I'm like, oh shit. And it started to reload, and I caught it just in time. But now I'm down to heat rounds, which I flippin' hate heat. So I need to start loading extra standard rounds in this. And I don't even think I get loaded in time. I didn't want this IS-7 to know that, you know, I wasn't loaded. So I just kind of pushed up around the hill a little, that rock a little bit, and made it look like, you know, well, he's got to be loaded. You know, you don't want him to know you're loading. But I think this 268 was a little bit smarter than I thought he was. And I go to take a shot, and didn't even get the damn shot off. At least I don't think I did. Sheridan hit me. He hit me. Yep, I didn't even get the shot off on time. So I did 4,502 damage and 1,680 bounced and 1,425 assisted damage. This goes on, and I won't bore you, but it goes on to be a draw. Because, you know, you get 30 tanks per side, and here's a full health. Obviously, your artillery is going to be full health because they're in the back, but we got a full health E100, a full health Grill, a full health Badger, so it shows you it was camping the whole freaking match. And then somebody said to me, no, you went, well, he says, no, you went too far and got isolated. So I said, oh, so I'll have to remember that for next time. We'll just leave one side wide open. Fucking idiot. Who said that anyways? I missed who said it. Probably one of these guys that are sitting back here. E100. Got the best armor in the game back here, just camping like a little bitch. And then, we're down to 5 minutes, you know. It's like, guys, we got 3 guys here that are completely full health. This E100 just sits here. It's like, push forward, you flippin' fucking idiot. That's where I put, oh, I'll remember to leave one side of the map wide open next time. I mean, how... Oh, you got isolated. Well, that's because you can't leave that side of the map wide open, you damn retard. My God. I'm wondering if this E100 was actually AFK. No, he wasn't AFK, because I remember him getting a kill. Because I said good, I think I said either good job or good job about time you move or something. I mean, my gosh, a full health E100, full health Grill, full health Badger, shows you who wasn't doing squat. Everybody else was lighting the stuff up, and they're sitting back there, you know, reaping the benefits. And then he's going to tell me, oh, you got yourself stuck in an area all by yourself. Okay, well, next time I'll just sit back here and camp with you guys, and we'll just let them rush in off this one side because we won't go cover it. Oh, people, I tell you. But, yeah, and then these guys, they literally do not push. I mean, they all just sit there. The Badger goes way up in this little, I don't know if, let me see if I can get this thing to pop up. So the Badger gets up in this little groove here. The WZ-111 says, Badger, go up in here. There's a tree, you know, and hide. And then the Badger is sitting behind the tree. He's like, I can't get behind the tree. I said, knock it over. Duh. Problem solved. And he finally does. Like, I actually think I typed problem solved, or there you go, or something like that. In the E100, he just stays back, doesn't do anything. WZ-111, finally, he gets knocked out. But it ends up being a draw. But, yeah, if these 3 full health tanks would have pushed forward and easily probably would have knocked the snot out of the tanks that were left, other than the Yagzilla, I don't know what he has for health, but the rest of them were pretty well whittled down. Okay, we'll speed this up so you can watch this. It's like he couldn't figure out to push the tree over after everybody. Even I was like, push it, because he was like, oh, I'm going to get spotted. Push the tree over and use it for camo. But he's going to try hiding behind a tree. See, and then the Badger is knock it over, and he puts a question mark, like, what are you talking about? He says, get behind it. I can't get behind it. I said, Badger, knock the tree over. You flip it. It's like, what the frig? I think if he accidentally knocks it over, I'm kind of going through here quick. So he finally knocks it over, and then somebody says your camo will be good there, and I seen him knock it over, and I said, there you go. It's like, duh. I'm like, oh my God, some people. But yeah, so a full health Badger is going to set back here. E100 still hasn't, you know, he's still full health. Grill 50, oh no, he isn't full health. He must have been hit by the 268 there. But I mean, okay, so now they got 2 Arties, 1 Scout, 2, no, I'm sorry, looks like 2 Scouts. I'm not sure what else they have there. 50-51, T-110E5, which is pretty tore up. 268's tore up. Sheridan's tore up. Artie, well, those are pretty easy to shoot. And watch this Badger. Takes him a second to actually notice the Jagdpanzer, which I didn't realize is almost dead. He's not even shooting at him. He doesn't even shoot. I'm like, oh my God. The E100 said something about I was reloading. I missed what he said. I'll have to really watch it. Something about his son or something. And then the WZ 1158 says, "What the fuck, kill him?" And I said, "Gonna be a draw," with a sad face. And then the Badger says something about I didn't have a shot. How in the hell could you not have a shot? The frickin' tank's right in front of you. I mean, what the hell? Badger's taking a dump. What the fuck, Badger? No angle to pen him. I'm like, are you kidding me? The standard pen on that thing's like 290 or 300 or something. You can't, if you, some of the people that play this game are just flipping retarded, I swear to God. But anyway, so that ended up being a draw. I did shoot mainly, actually I shot all standard rounds. I don't think I even shot my first magazine. I think it was standard rounds right off the bat too. Almost positive. But anyways, I got another match for you, so when it says it's done, it's not done. This is going to show you two matches with the Badger. Now, the next one is a standard match, just a regular random battle, and I do about the same amount of damage, and I get my gun mark and stuff. So, you know, I guess it's to each their own if they think that this Grand Battles is worth it, because it really, to me, doesn't do anything for me other than not give me any benefits of playing it towards my gun mark. Or I wonder if it even works towards your crew, like your crew experience and stuff. Does it work towards that? I just don't know. So anyways, if you want to hold on for a minute, I'll be right back with another video for you. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, so here's the results of that match, and I shut Grand Battles right back off. Right after I found out that all the damage you do does not count towards your gun mark. So I was a little bit disappointed. I only need, like, I think, well, let's take a peek. I think it's like 1%. Kranvagn. Statistics. Yeah, so I'm at 64.83. So I need basically, that's like 3 damage. I mean, literally, all I gotta do is do a match and get like, well, you want to do good, obviously, but I don't need that much damage to get my first mark on this thing. But I was not aware that Grand Battles did not do that. I guess it's got like its own statistics for its own, so it doesn't count like towards your stats at all. So like, oh, I got a friend request. We should accept that. So like, this counts like, you know, as in you get a win rate, and all this other stuff, but it doesn't count towards your standard stats. So, I mean, I just, when I play the game, I want what I do for damage and stuff, excuse me, to count towards the tank. And if, you know, you do 4,500 whatever damage, and you find out not a lick of that damage went towards your gun mark, and the stats are just not even really counted in a way. Why even? It's just, why bother? It's more of a headache than it is anything. You got 30 tanks shooting at you instead of 15, and you still got 30 teammates that, you know, 18 of them to 20 of them are idiots. Jesus. But anyways, I'm not going to go through all the damage on this. We ended up getting a Master Badge Class 3. Fire for Effect, Confederate, got 9 bonds for that. We had the second most damage with 4,502 and got a base experience on a lot. Oh, actually, it was a draw, I'm sorry, at 472. Wow, I'm surprised that was that. It must be because it's an auto loader. I don't understand how they figure out the experience on some of these things. Makes no sense. We ended up making 10,556 credits, but that's because I did a personal reserve. Otherwise, I'd have lost some. And I think I haven't. I did the game a little bit ago, and then I had to stop, go get something, and I came back, and you know, after I got knocked out, and I know I can't remember if I shot. I think I shot either one magazine of premium and the rest standard, or all standard. I can't quite remember. But yeah, that was all standard rounds. Ammunition 23. That's got to be all standard rounds. 23,345 credits. was spent on ammo, and yeah, it's 4,800 for, because that would have been 16 grand just for one magazine of premium. So I think I might have shot all standard. How many rounds did I shoot? 23. I got 24 standard. Oh, that's what I think it is. I think the magazine I was loading when I got knocked out was a magazine of premium. I don't know if I even got a shot off. I think I got knocked out before I was able to shoot that. There's a 705. 268. Yep, I didn't even get a shot off on him, and that's would have been my first premium shot, I believe. But yeah, so the Kranwagen, the premium rounds, absolutely, I hate them. They're heat. It does bump your penetration up to 300, but I swear, I was running a practice for one of those the test server matches, and I was running this, and I figured, hell, Wargaming's paying for the ammunition, ain't costing me nothing. I'm going to shoot nothing but premium rounds. And I bounced almost every round, or didn't pen almost every flipping round with the premium rounds. And then in like 2 matches later, I ran it again and shot standard, and I penned almost every round. This one had 23 shots, 15 hit, 11 pen. So I bounced a few. If that might have been a magazine full of premium that I bounced. I'm not real sure, but we'll find out. Well, obviously we'll find out, and then you'll see this. So anyways, yeah, these grand battles ain't so grand after all. I shut it back off. It's just, I haven't got the new map yet, and that's kind of the reason I turned it back on. Then to find out that really none of the stuff damage you doesn't count towards a mark towards your barrel. The stats don't count towards really your win rate, win rate, and all that stuff, and I just didn't want to deal with it. And I don't see why it shouldn't. What's the difference if you have a 15 versus 15 with all tier 10 tanks in a random battle, or 30 versus 30 tier 10 tanks in a what the hell, I just said it. A grand battle. I guess, what do they figure? Well, there's double the tank, so we can do twice the damage. Well, what's the difference if I do 2 matches or 1 match and get the same amount of damage? It just doesn't make any difference, but I shut it back off. So anyways, yeah, so the Kranwagen still got a little bit of a kick to it. Hull armor on this thing is complete trash. 90. Yeah, that's about a flippin' joke. The turret on this is super good. 225. Really, the problem you run into is if it can still get penned in the turret. Yeah, it's kind of funny that shell's stuck right there. You can still get penned in the turret if they get an angle shot on you. Like if you're turning your turret to shoot at somebody, they can still clip you in the side. Straight on, yeah, nothing's going to pen the front of this straight on. If you get this thing hauled down, yeah, you can rock it like a boss. The only problem is the big thing they were really saying about this Kranwagen when it was coming out is, it's going to have a pike nose. It could be like the IS-7. And then they turned around and they gave it 90 frontal armor versus what the original stats said it was going to have. If they would have kept the frontal armor on the hull with the stats that it was supposed to have originally, it would have been a great tank. But they gave it cheese for a front end on the hull. I mean, there's tier 3s that can pen that no problem. Probably some tier 2s. You could probably spit through the front end. They took a great tank and what would have been a great tank and turned it into a piece of trash because of the hull. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the replay. You guys take it easy, be safe, and I will see you on the battlefield. Hey, so I'm throwing this one in there to show that, for the most part, your standard rounds can do pretty good with this. You really have to kind of aim for weak spots, lower plates, commander's hatches and stuff like that. But, and I apologize, I was talking to a guy, I'll give a shout out to his clan that right now it's AOA, like Adam, Oscar, Adam, AOA, and it stands for All Out Anarchy. His name's right down here if you can see it, or you might have to make your screen bigger, but his name is Charlie9568. I believe he's the commander of the clan AOA, and you know, most clans, as usual, they're looking for some good talent. So if you're looking for a clan, I would definitely go talk to him. I don't know if he's a recruiter or commander. I think he's the commander. I should have asked him. I apologize for not asking him. But anyways, but you know, clans are always looking for good talent. So you know, if you're clanless right now and you're looking for a clan, I would go talk to him. It's AOA. Definitely seems like a real nice guy. You know, he's real interested in his clan growing and getting bigger, like most people are. Its name of the clan again is All Out Anarchy. So, you know, you can probably search under if you're looking for a clan. I can't remember how you do it. I think you gotta, geez, I think you actually have to go to the website and do a search for a clan if you're looking for one. I've spent so long since I've done it, I can't remember. But anyways, so I ended up shooting. I tried to shoot mainly standard rounds, but and I lost my. When I was talking to this gentleman, I lost my Wi-Fi connection for a few seconds, which in turn I lost my after battle stats there. So I was shooting at something. I think it was an Object 140. I can't even remember, but he had his front hull hidden completely, and so all I had was shots at his command or at his turret, and there was a T-34 black that you could see I put 4 shots into his commander's hatch, and they really toughened it up. I mean, the standard pen on this thing is 250. Whoops, 252. And out of the 4 shots, I penned 1. So I'm like, the heck with that. You know, if you can't go through something and that's all they have showing, then obviously, you know, you're going to have to go to premium rounds, which then I went to premium, and I think I missed 1 and penned 3 and finished them off. But, you know, if there would have been a weak spot, like his front, like the front plate, lower front plate, well, basically anything on the front of the T-34 other than the turret, you know, is pretty much easy, really simple to. Oh yeah, and I got my first mark on this too. You can see my lovely yellow stripe right there. Yay! But you know, it's to be expected. Like this thing, if I get hauled down, I know I'm going to get hit with HE shells because AP and heat shells from the Exela is not even going to go through the front of this. It's only 225 frontal armor, but look at, you know, the slope on it is just, you're not gonna pen this thing. I had my son and I went to a training room. I even lifted the gun straight up and let him shoot the gun. I don't want to say gun mantle. I guess it's the gun mantle underneath here. Couldn't pen it. Didn't knock the gun out. Didn't damage the gun. Could not pen it. I think he had his T95 at that time, which has really good pen. I know it was something with really good pen. I couldn't pen this front anywhere. Now, it's got great gun depression, but when you aim down, you also make these 2 commander's hatches pretty easy, because you can see like this, you know, aiming up, you're not gonna be able to hit them straight on. You're not gonna be able to hit them. But as soon as you use your gun depression, your gun kind of goes down like that, and it opens up an area for them to shoot at you here. But you know, you take a shot, lift your gun up, because the in-between shell reload is 3 seconds on this, and you know that if you just keep it down, it gives them 3 seconds to aim in. And most guns, their aim time are like 1.5 seconds, 1.8 seconds, so they're easily going to aim in and get shots off at those hatches. So you know, if it's something that's close, pretty accurate, you definitely want to take your shot, lift your gun back up. Take your shot, lift your gun back up. And yeah, my son, he couldn't pen this thing at all. But the front on this, yeah, you could shoot it with a tier 2 and go right through it. It's only got 90 millimeters of frontal armor. It is, I don't want to say tier 2, but maybe a tier 3. It is got some pretty good slope to it, but it's just not thick enough to really make a difference. Everything just kind of overmatches it. They were getting shots at my lower plate there, which you'll see. I was trying to hide that, but just sometimes there's just not enough hill to get, you know, use your gun depression to the fullest. Or you got to move forward like we were to try rushing the IS-7, because he would pop out real quick, take a shot, and get hauled down again. And you're not going to, it's just like this. Here, IS-7, yeah, you're not penning that turret. But, yeah, anyways, so, I just want to throw this one in there too, kind of two matches. Just to kind of reiterate, I just don't understand why with the ultimate match there, God bless America, I always forget what the heck they're called. The, where is it here? Grand Battle. I just remember Graham Cracker. Yeah, the Grand Battle there. I did about the same damage in this as I did with that. And this was a standard match, and it counted towards my gun mark. That's why I got my lovely yellow gun mark. Whereas the Grand Battle doesn't give you any of the perks of taking your tank out, really. You know, it doesn't give you anything towards your gun mark. It just seems like a waste to me in a way. I mean, if you like more tanks shooting at you and you got more tanks to shoot at, then yeah, by all means do them. You know, I do them. But it's just I like kind of getting a payoff for the damage I do and stuff, you know, and I just feel like I'm not getting anything out of it. Like Grand Battles, I go to Grand Battles because you're winning stuff. I mean, I'm up to 2,220 bonds because of running those. As a matter of fact, I wanted to run those tonight, but this ain't gonna happen. I got to get up at 1:30 in the morning, and it is 7:30 now, and I got to get this video put together. I've got to get it all set up and get it uploaded on YouTube, so I'll probably get in bed. 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, probably about 9:30, 10 o'clock. So I got to get crack-a-lacking on this. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please click the like button down below and subscribe to the channel. You guys take it easy, be safe, and I will see you on the battlefield. Alrighty, now here is a regular random battle, and we are in Abbey and the Karan the Wagen again. And this one here, this is what I'm just trying to show you as one, you know, how you want to aim for weak spots. Like you'll see me shooting at a T-34, the commander's hatch, and not, you know, I hit it four times, I believe, right in a row, penned 1 out of 4 shots with standards. So obviously I'm aiming at a weak spot, but I'm still forced to use heat rounds to get enough penetration to actually pen through the commander's hatch. And then I believe I pen it 3 out of 4 times because I think I actually missed 1 shot into the commander's hatch. I can't remember, but we'll see in a minute. So anyways, it's not looking too shabby. We gotta speed it up here. Decent amount of people heading kind of both ways and up the center. Not, you know, it's not everybody YOLOing to one side. I just cringe when I see that. Now what I wanted to do is get on this little hill, or whatever you want to call it, this little mound right around the corner here, right here. Well, actually a little bit further over, right here. That way I could use my turret strength, and then I get rammed some more. But that's what I want to do, is get right there, so I was able to use my turret. And then finally these guys are pushing forward. I'm like, okay, well, nothing's lit that way, we'll go ahead and push up. So the key with the Kranvagn is the lower plate really sucks, just sucks ass. It's really so easy to pen. So you want to try and take up positions where you're able to have them shoot you in the turret and not your hull. The problem is some of the maps, they just there's just no spot for you to really get and have that capability. Now pause it real quick right here. Now if they would have been like right here, yeah, I could have used this hill. Not a problem. I didn't want to set here because they weren't moving forward, and artillery can get shots on you there easy cheesy, depending on where he was setting. Come to find out, he was setting actually back here because I get hit by him here in a little bit. So I figure I'm going to come over this way and work with the E50 and see if we can get shots down here. I'm going to zoom in, and well, I'll let it zoom in on its own, like, and you'll see how I was using my turret to its strength by not going too far around this hill here. So, aiming for the weak commander's hatch. T-34 knocks my track off, so that's 2. 3 bounces. And we finally pen for 420. 1 out of 4 shots. So I'm like, screw that. We're loading some heat. And I don't like shooting heat, but obviously I'm not going to use 5 magazines so I can pen 1 out of 4 every time and take 4 magazines, you know, 16 shells to pen them, you know, 4 times to kill them. So, you know, there is times where they're hauled down like that and you don't And I mean, obviously you saw me try. It's not like I was just, you know, going, oh, I'm just going to pen him with my heat shells now. But you'll see that one penned. That one I shot over. And he starts moving. I'm like, damn it. And that one penned. And that one penned. I got lucky that I got a decent crew in here. So even though he stunned my crew, it was still aimed in. 'Cause I've got it set where your gun, I can't remember, armor I think it's called. So even if you get damaged or whatever, your gun reticle still stays shrunken really well. So that one, 3 shots to finish him off. 1 did miss. But obviously I know artillery's down there now. I think I type on here in a second. Already set at A1. So I'm like, the heck with it. I'm going to hop over here. I was surprised this shot here. Where did he hit me? Because it ricocheted. I want to put my mod back on here with the paintball mod so I can see where somebody hits you. He must have hit me like right up in here somewhere because I saw it ricochet off my side. Just I don't know exactly where off my side. I don't know if it ricocheted because I see a mark there, but I think that, whoops, as I go right over it, I think that mark is actually all there all the time. It's just like a, to make the turret look like it's been in rough shape. Like this one here, that round that's stuck in there, that's just, you know, the way it's modeled. But anyway, so I figured I'm going to shoot across, get over here, and try using my turret on this so I can get angled shots on these guys over here. Because I'm only sticking my turret out, or my front end out a teeny weeny little bit. So now we're back on standard rounds. And I had 1 round on that Object 252U. I think it must have hit right on the, it didn't hit his lower plate, it actually hit the upper pike nose, and that's why that one bounced, but the other ones did pen. 1, 2. Looks like we penned 2 out of the, I don't know if I hit him 4 times, but I didn't worry about him shooting my turret, so I just kind of figured, you know, he's either going to waste his round shooting at my turret, like that. And I know he's loading, so I'm trying to aim at the, he gave me a great angle is what he did. And we're back on standard rounds here. I'm trying to pen the T-54, which we pen him there. I think I bounced this one here too. So I believe, yep, I load heat for going through his turret. So you can see I'm aiming for weak spots, and that's what you really want to do if you want to make credits in the game. Because tier 10s, if you're shooting straight heat rounds, we'll just get knocked out back there. I don't know. But if you're shooting straight premium rounds, you're gonna lose 60 grand per match. That's why it's always nice to be able to. He just knocked my track off there, no damage. But that's why it's nice when, you know, you switch it back and forth. If you can get a shot at an enemy tank and you know you're gonna pen with a standard round, then by all means you want to have standard rounds. But if it's going to take heat rounds, which on the IS-7's front, that thing is all spaced armor, so I had 2 shells left. I'm like, screw it, I'll just put it through the back of the T-32. Back up. Oh, I could have swore I loaded standard rounds this next time, but I guess I didn't. Because the IS-7 has so much spaced armor on it, I could have swore I loaded just regular APCR, because spaced armor doesn't affect your standard rounds, whereas heat, if I hit him anywhere that's spaced armor, the round's going to do nothing. So we're patiently waiting to get loaded. We're up to 3,880. I was hoping to at least break 4,000 damage with it. I can't remember if I get any more shots. I don't think I even get any more shots off. No, I think that was it. We'll speed up there. We'll put the pedal to the metal. Yeah, I didn't get any more shots off. T-32 gets knocked out here in a second. You know, he did take somebody out with him, though. So anyways, that's what, you know, I'm trying to show you a couple different things. One, you know, is the Grand Battle's worth it because it doesn't work towards your gun marks, and what else does it not work towards? And 2, you know, if you get the opportunity, that's kind of cool how that round, you know, where it ricocheted off the turret on this. But if you have the opportunity to shoot at weak spots, by all means, you want to do that. It sucks in a way with an autoloader because let's say that T-54, you know, let's say that I shoot them once with a heat, knock them out. Well, I've got 3 more heat shells in there, and what happens if all that's left is artillery? Well, I just wasted 3 heat shells because, you know, you can go through artillery with, you know, you fart next to it, close enough, you blow a hole in it. But, you know, if you have the capability or the option or the availability to be able to shoot a weak spot, you know, and you want to make credits, by all means, shoot standard rounds. Now, if you're in a clan battle and you're, you know, trying to dominate another team for land and whatnot, you definitely want to load the premium rounds. But it depends too, you know, what kind of premium round you have. If it's APCR, by all means, load all premium APCR rounds so that you know that every round, well, almost every round will pen. You'll still get bounces, you know, funky angles and stuff. Whereas on heat shells like this, when we have clan battles, which we haven't had in quite a while, I'll load, my loadout is usually about what I had here, 16 premium and the rest standard. I don't even carry HE shells because they're just kind of a waste. I don't even know what the pen is. It's like pitiful, I think. Well, 60. Not too shabby, but shoot a moss with that, it's going to laugh at you. And, I mean, you don't want a magazine 4 shells with just heat in it. You know, so a lot of my autoloaders, tanks, unless you get a butt ton of rounds, I won't even carry HE shells. If I get a plethora of rounds, if I got like 80 rounds, then I'll bring enough for 1 magazine of HE shells. But anyways, I hope this kind of helped you learn something and, you know, kind of reiterate on shooting at weak spots and switching between your standard and your premium shells. I am getting a little bit better at remembering to switch between them, not pressing 2 and then forgetting, which I have a bad habit of doing that every once in a while too. But anyways, yeah, if you guys want to hold on for a minute, I got some post-game stats for that one, and we'll call it a day. So I will be all right back.